Hey YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey Dukeman, also known as Body Fit Balance on Instagram, and I have been MIA for literally months. I think it's been like almost Vlogmas when I made my last video, and to be honest, it's just been a crazy like spring semester, summer semester, and now I'm finally getting the time to make some quality YouTube videos and get back to doing the things that I love doing. Yeah, I just had to finish up finals for nursing school in the spring. That's why I was a little MIA in the spring. And then I decided to take a summer class for some reason. So I had to finish that up. So today I took my last test and now I'm filming my Q&A that I've been putting off for like 2 months, I think. So I'm just going to go on my Instagram and bring up the post. It's been a while, so I have to find it. And then I'll show you guys what post it is. So it was May 17th, and it's July 3rd today, so yeah, almost 2 months. This was the post. I don't know if you can see it. I told people to comment any questions that they had, and I would just do a video to answer them just because I do get a lot of DMs now. I think the last time I was on YouTube, I was probably at like 3,000 to 5,000 followers on Instagram, and now I'm up to like 37,000, which is actually insane, and it's crazy. So now I've been getting a lot more questions, so I just wanted to make one big video to put everything in there. I'm going to try to go fast just to get through them because there is over 100 comments, so let's go. I also don't want to edit this a lot, so I'm going to try to go fast. Okay, so question number 1 from Dr. Meg PT. It was, what made you decide on pursuing a nursing career? And I would say that I always had like this passion of helping others, and I've always had an interest in the medical field, and I thought the world needs more nurses always, so what better career for me is to be a nurse. So kind of simple. I did want to be a dermatologist, and then I decided like I didn't really want to go to med school. I don't know. So we'll see where it takes me. There's so many options with nursing, and that's what I like about it. Do you take pre-workout? Some days I do take pre-workout. I really like Bang energy drinks, America Labs, like the caffeinated little like pop. They're kind of like pops, but they don't have any sugar. And then I take non-stim, Natural Science Creation cotton candy on the days I don't want caffeine. I try not to like make myself addicted because I do like coffee and like other kinds of caffeine. Notice you go to nursing school. This one's from Melissa. Does being an Insta influencer having a successful social media platform have an effect on whether or not you still want to pursue nursing as a career, or have you ever thought of just focusing on social media and giving up social media to focus on nursing? I have thought about this, but I never really consider myself being like a super social media influencer, like famous or anything like that. Education is number 1, like on the list. So I do take great pride in like getting good grades, studying, doing well in school, because I know that if, one day Instagram isn't popular anymore or something like that, that I always have a job to fall back on, which I think is super important. So I haven't thought of giving up social media to focus on nursing either. I just want that healthy balance because sometimes nursing school is too much, and I just want to kind of, read comments, reply back, focus on like helping others, like I said, through my platform. I don't want to give up either one. I know you don't do cardio much, and I don't really like it myself other than warming up. Do you suggest just sucking it up and doing the long cardio and weightlifting as well, or just short cardio and heavy weights? This is from Becca H. It honestly depends on your goals. You don't have to do cardio at all. Totally depends on what you like to do. I never tell people you have to do cardio or you have to lift weights, because the most successful form of activity is going to be something that you enjoy doing. So if you don't like lifting weights, don't do it. If you like running, go for runs. That's going to be the most sustainable and successful way to live a healthy lifestyle, so just do something that you love doing. College cleaning, my favorite person ever. I would like to know more about your diet, your fave booty building exercises, how you got into weightlifting, and if you want to marry me. 1, yes, I do want to marry you. 2, so my diet, I intuitively eat. I try to stick to like whole real foods, so like vegetables, proteins like fish, beef, turkey, chicken, tuna. I like to stick to carb sources like cereal, rice cakes, some bread, bagels. But yeah, I don't count calories. I kind of just stop when I'm satisfied, and I really like doing that. So I focus on like the 80-20 balanced lifestyle. Sushi, the other 20%, and burgers and ice cream. How I got into weightlifting, I've been weightlifting like heavier weights ever since I was in 6th grade, just for like BFS for sports. So that's how I kind of got started into like liking to lift heavy. I've always had a passion for just lifting heavy versus, you know, more bodybuilding type. And I did have my little bout with bodybuilding last spring, but I've noticed that I have the body to be a weightlifter / powerlifter, so I'm gonna use it. My favorite booty building exercise also would be hip thrusts, squats, sumos, sumo deadlifts, RDLs. Those are probably my top 4 favorites. Am I your favorite sister? That's my sister. Yes, of course. What is your favorite exercise to do? This from S. Humphreys. And what is your favorite body part to exercise and work on? My favorite exercise to do would probably be to hip thrust or squat. But I think that if I had to pick between glutes or shoulders for my favorite body part, I think I would pick shoulders, because like legs, it's just exhausting. Like, it's just so exhausting. Shoulders are fun. Shoulders are super fun. Top 5 favorite food / meals, from Kenzie Peterson. My favorite top 5 foods and meals. I would say my top favorite food, oh my gosh, this is such a cereal. And then my second would be probably Chick-fil-A. I really like sushi, pizza. Oh gosh. Probably like ice cream or cookies. I love cookie dough. Okay, have you ever checked macros? What did you use? A reason you switched to not tracking? And what are my current goals, physique and gym wise? So I would say that yes, I've tracked macros a few times, probably about 2 years total. I switched to not tracking because I became so obsessive over, you know, fitting bad foods into my macros, and you know, if I would reach my macro like goal for the day at like 6, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm starving at 8. Like, I just hated that restriction. So that's why I just wanted to switch to intuitive eating. And my current goals for physique and gym wise, so I'm just looking to pretty much maintain like what I have. I want to grow my upper body a little bit. I think my lower body is pretty big already. I just want to maintain a pretty lean physique while also maintaining strength, because strength is always my #1 goal. And I just want to keep getting stronger. Okay, Sydney Moore says, how do you handle fitness and school and other activities altogether and still find time for yourself? Another question, have you ever been shamed for being too fit or trying to lose weight when you didn't need to? If so, how do you deal with it? So, how do I handle fitness, school, and other activities altogether? So, I basically wake up early, 4:35ish, to just get a workout in before my classes start or before I have to nanny or anything like that. So waking up early has helped me like kind of have that balance in my life and still work out while going to school. Because I'm not a big gym goer at night. I found that I just don't like working out late at night because I just want to unwind and go to bed. Instead of finding time, I just make time. Have you ever been shamed for being too fit or trying to lose weight when you didn't need to? Let's see. I mean, you'll always have those haters that are like, she's too muscular, she looks manly, which I don't think I look manly at all, to be completely honest. To each their own. Like, I'm happy with the body that I've built, and you're always gonna have people that are gonna be like, oh, she's too skinny, or she's too chubby, or she's too fit, or blah blah blah. Like, who cares? As long as you're happy with yourself, like, that's all that matters. And I'm happy with myself, so peace. Have you ever considered being a personal trainer, opening up your own gym? Yes, Kelsey. Kelsey Steinke said that, and yes, I have. I am a personal trainer through NASM, and I do want to open up my own gym. That is a long-term goal that I have for myself. And then another question from her is, what's your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is probably cheesecake, or puppy chow, or banana bread. I have a lot. AC M. Curley. What's your best advice to someone beginning their fitness journey? So my best advice to any beginner trying to start their fitness journey is to start small. Don't try to make all these big changes at once, because if you do, you'll most likely fall off the wagon. You won't stick to it. So just focus on making small changes and just like one healthy decision at a time. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm cutting all carbs this week. Like, that's not a good idea. Just like, oh, maybe I'll drink, 12 ounces of water more than I did yesterday today, or I'll do 30 minutes of exercise today, and then tomorrow I'll try to work up to 40. Just like set smaller goals for yourself so it's more attainable, and find something that you love. So don't try to eat foods that you hate, like chicken and broccoli and just bland, plain, boring foods. Try to make meals that you love making. That's why I try to share my meals with you, so they're like fun and you wanna eat healthy versus eating turds, pretty much. Aria, sorry if I butcher these names, I'm so sorry. How do you manage such busy lifestyle with classes and workouts and just maintaining your sanity? Because this girl's going a little crazy. Like I said, it's just like making time to work out, because that's what makes me feel good. That's what makes my days run so much smoother. I know many people say, you're crazy, you wake up at 4:30 to work out before class, like an 8-hour day of class. Yes, it makes me feel so good. Like, I have energy throughout my day. I don't feel tired. My days run so much better when I just get my workout in. And I know that if I did go without the gym, like, I would not be a happy person. I would have no energy to study, and like, I don't know, it's just like a little escape away from like what's going on, and that's what makes me stay sane. So just find something that you love to do. That's my best advice for that. Favorite pair of leggings and workout gear? I would say Lululemon Align are probably one of my favorites, as well as Gymshark Ombre and Petula Elena Allure. Griffin Alexander Smith says, if you're a newbie but you want to burn fat and gain muscle, where should you start in the gym and how should you proceed from there? Basically, it's all about nutrition and just moving. So there's no magic foods, there's no magic workout that's gonna make you lose fat and gain muscle. So it's basically just doing a mixture of both and finding what works best for you. How do you decide on how many exercises and the sets and reps for each workout? Basically, that just comes from like knowledge, from experience and what my body likes. So, and I basically share things that are all around the rep range with you guys, so you can try new things and see what you guys like as well. It kind of just depends on like what you're trying to train. So if it's hypertrophy or muscle building, you want to stick around like the 12 to 15 reps. And then for like strength, you want to stick around 3 to 5 technically. Molly Dolly says, what's your favorite protein powder? And without a doubt, Protein Hot Chocolate, Balmar Nutrition. Link in bio. Always got a plug. B-Man says, ooh, I have one. Do you take any vitamins? Cinnamon, B12, calcium for bones? If you do, why? If you don't, why? So I do take Balmar Nutrition probiotics, fish oil. I take a vitamin D supplement, a multivitamin, vitamin C. I don't take cinnamon and I don't take B12. I don't know, I just find ones that work for me, and I get enough calcium from food. So I knew that people take cinnamon for like metabolism purposes, but I don't know how much that really works. A. Landsberg Fitness says, favorite packable lunches for on the go or in between classes? I would say wraps. Wraps are always my go-to with like Joseph Lavish bread and Laughing Cow cheese and veggies and like lunch meat or chicken. Julia Johnson 23 says, when do you think is the best time of day to exercise, also fasted or after food? To be honest, there's no best time to work out. It's whenever works best for you. And also with the fasted, non-fasted, it's whatever works best for you. I personally don't like eating with food in my stomach unless I absolutely have to. So that's why I like lifting in the mornings, but I know some people get super sick if they do try to lift without eating anything. So find what works best for you. I know that's like seems like so broad and whatever, but it's so true. Like, so many people try to do what fitness people tell them to do, but it's not always like that. Like, you're not going to be just like me, and I'm not going to be just like you. So Stephanie May says, does fasting through the night and into the next day help boost your metabolism, or why do you do it? So I just fast because personally when I eat breakfast, I feel like I'm starving the rest of the day and I tend to eat more. That's basically why I do it, and it helps with my digestion. It's really not shown to boost your metabolism at all. Like, there's no evidence there's like no fad diet or anything to make you lose weight fast. Like, it's just like a tool. So Ashley Marie says, how do you stay consistent with early morning workouts while juggling a busy lifestyle? Do you have days or length times where your schedule doesn't allow it? I just stay consistent because I like make it a habit and I make it a routine to just wake up that early, and your body gets used to it. The more you do it, the more your body just like naturally just wakes up and you're just ready to go. And I have had days where like I do have class early, or I have clinicals or like stimulation or anything like that, or I have to study for a test really early and I can't make it to the gym, or my gym doesn't open in time or something like that. So I have had times and I just kind of roll with the punches. I'll just work out later, I'll do an at-home workout, or I'll take a rest day. So I'm really flexible. I don't allow like certain things to control me, and I just try to make a routine of it. My biggest inspiration in fitness and in life in general. This is from Hilly 1029. I would say my mom is probably one of my biggest inspirations because she is a single mom, she rocks, and she is so hardworking. And I would say my dad is a huge inspiration to me as well because he's just such a nice person, he's so genuine, and they both just support me in everything I do. So my camera just died, so if I don't look the same as I did before, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm just gonna read the previous one just in case I clipped it off. So how do you stick to your diet and what's included on your diet guide? I love sweets so much and having a really hard time sticking to any sort of diet plan. Obviously need to change that because I can't live off of chicken, carbs, and chocolate forever, SOS. That's from Brianna Thur. So I stick to my diet guide, or like my meal plan, my nutrition, whatever you want to call it, because I find healthier alternatives for the foods that I love eating. So, you know, I love Chipotle, but if you get like a huge bowl of Chipotle, it can be like 1,000 calories. So I just make a healthier version at home. And like I love Big Macs or like burgers. So you just like get leaner meat and you make stuff at home, and it's just, you don't have to eat chicken and broccoli and other boring foods just to reach your fitness goals. So I just create foods that I love eating and just healthier alternatives for them. What's your best advice for staying motivated, especially at the beginning of your fitness journey? With staying motivated, that's a huge thing that I get asked all the time, and I'm sure there's going to be more of these in here, but staying motivated comes from nothing, to be honest. Like, nothing can make you motivated all the time. There's not one person in this world that's motivated all the time. And if there is, please tell me, because I would love to meet them. Because I know there's not. You need to form habits, you need to form discipline, you need to learn discipline, and you need to do things even when you don't want to do them. That's what's gonna make you successful. Like that puts like the successful people here and then the lazy people here that rely on motivation. These are the people that rely on discipline, and these are the people that rely on motivation. Like, they're not gonna be successful because they're relying on motivation. They're gonna be like, oh, if I feel good today, then I'll go to the gym. Or, you know, like, if I feel like eating healthy, then I'll eat healthy. Like, that's not how it works. You just need to do it without thinking about it. Just form habits and commit to your goals. Motivation does not last. What is the best way to fix soreness? From Marty Schultz. So the best way to alleviate soreness is to stretch, foam roll, sit in the sauna and stretch even more, drink lots of water, and feel your body pop properly, and sleep. Sleep is super important. 19 Akina 93 said, have you ever had a setback, i.e. injury, life event, etc., that made you question your commitment to exercise for a while? So yes, I did. Actually, it was last spring when I was like prepping for a bodybuilding show, and I got really lean. Like, I was like 130 pounds, which like this body's not made to be like 130 pounds. It's like super, super little for me. And I like sit around like 145, 150. That's like my healthy weight. And I actually injured my knee. And I was like, screw this, I'm so done. I just was so annoyed that I let myself get like that skinny where I got like injured. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was just kind of fed up and I couldn't lift, and I was just like upset. And I mean, I didn't binge eat, but I ate like my feelings, so that sucked. Lindsay Utsin. Insight into your diet for sure. Also, any cardio routines that you mix in. So I do 10 to 15 minute incline walks before my workouts just to get moving. And then sometimes I'll do 20 minutes, level 7, Stairmaster, no hands. Anna Brewski says, what is your advice to people who are in school, whether it is high school or college, and how to manage working out, school, or possibly a job every week? Make time, don't find time. Maybe wake up early if you have to. Honestly, I tell people, like, think about how much time you spend on your phone, or think about how much time you spend watching TV. You could easily get in a 30-minute workout or even walk. Like, any kind of physical activity is great. Mary Aleppo, I don't know, sorry. What advice do you have for someone who's afraid of the weights area? Always surrounded by intimidating men. Oh girl, don't even. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, like, just go in there, be confident. Like, I always tell people who are afraid to go by the weights, like, or afraid of getting judged in the gym, like, you're going there, you're doing your best, you're bettering yourself. Like, if they judge you, it's more of a reflection of them than it is you. So you do you, you go in there with confidence, you do your thing, you get your workout done, and like, chances are they're gonna be impressed that you went in there, you gave your all. And to be honest, like, who cares what they think? As long as you're confident in yourself and you love yourself, that's all that matters. Liz Kolb says, being in nursing school myself and trying to be active trying to live an active lifestyle and be social can be really overwhelming sometimes, and friends don't understand. Any tips? So I've definitely had that. And some, like, to be honest, like, people aren't going to have the same goals as you in life, and people aren't going to understand you. And to be honest, that's how you find who you really are, and that's how you find out who your friends truly are. I have great friends that support me in like everything I do, and I've met them in college, and they are so like understanding, like, that I don't really like to drink or party or anything like that, and they know how passionate I am about working out, and they know how busy I am, and the friends that understand that are going to be your best friends. I would say make sure you're happy. Like, your happiness is most important. What exercise do you see lots of people doing that you don't really think is worth it? Kelsey Stenke said that. So I like mostly every exercise, because like exercise, you're up and moving. But a lot of people on Instagram, especially like the Fitspo girls, try to like complicate so many things with like weird exercises or workout routines like that are just like off the wall crazy. You don't need to do crazy workouts to see results. Like, mainly the basics work. And that's how I've like built the body that I have, through basic exercises. What are your tips to staying on track while traveling? This is from Griffin Alexander Smith. So my tips to staying on track while traveling is obviously, one, enjoy yourself, because life is too short to like restrict yourself on vacation, because who wants to do that? No one. But stay hydrated is super important. Always have a water bottle on you, especially if you're in a hot place. You can make healthier choices at restaurants, so like order a lean meat with some vegetables and rice or something. Fruit. Gas stations are always filled with like tons of sugary snacks and stuff, so it's easy to like overeat and get like snacks that you probably shouldn't. I'm not saying any food is bad, because I don't believe in that, but packing your own snacks and having like protein shakes or yogurts or veggies or fruit is also really helpful in staying on track. And I really like waking up and doing like a beach workout or just like being active, because usually when I'm on vacation I walk a lot each day instead of just like laying down, so that always helps too. How did you get started, and what are your ultimate goals? So I got started, I would say started weightlifting, like I said, in 6th grade, but I wouldn't say that I started my fitness journey until like high school. I just realized that my metabolism was like slowing down, because I was like not a young kid anymore. I was actually getting older, and that's what happens when you get older. Your metabolism slows down. You can't eat as much as you once did. And I like McDonald's and cereal and a bunch of other unhealthy, crazy foods. So that's when I started to gain weight, and I started tracking my macros. Then I went off to play college volleyball at NDSU, and cafeteria got me cereal and cinnamon toast. And then I realized that I didn't really want to play volleyball anymore, and I just wanted to focus on building the best me. So that was all last year. Do you do abs every day? People say abs are made in the kitchen, so does it pay to do them every day? I don't really do abs every day. I do them at least once a week. I train abs through like compound movements like squat, bench, deadlifts, hip thrusts, like, because when you brace your core, you are engaging your abs. And I do planks quite often too. Abs are made in the kitchen. And basically, if you have a lean, lower body fat percentage, you will see your abs. Lakin also said, people say I haven't had carbs all week. Yes. Is this good? Should we be cutting carbs out? No. I don't ever recommend cutting carbs out, because most of the time when people are just trying to live a healthy lifestyle, they think, oh, by cutting carbs, I'm going to lose all this weight, which yes, you will lose weight really fast. But the minute you introduce carbs back into your diet, you're gonna puff up like a freaking balloon. Like, you're gonna gain a bunch of weight, you're gonna hold a bunch of water, you're gonna feel like crap. So, I always say balance is key. You don't need to cut out any foods from your diet. Most people that do keto or cut out carbs end up gaining all of that weight back and then some. So, I do not recommend cutting out carbs. And last question. What camera and editing software do you use for your YouTube channel? I use a Sony a6100, I think it is, and I use iMovie, so I'm super simple. But oh my gosh, I answered all the questions. I hope this video isn't like 40 minutes long. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video. I want you guys to comment down below what other videos you'd like me to create in these next few months before I go to nursing school. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.